Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. Hope you're all doing well. I have this stunning Christmas kit called Tis the Season from Two Little Bees. I do have a referral link below, so if you want to save some money, be sure to check that out. All of my codes will be in the description bar. So I have extra add-ons here, the extra deco, the fun box add-on which had some extra deco in it too. I felt like I really did overkill with the deco add-ons. I certainly had plenty left over. So this will just go into my pile of, destash or giveaway because I just have a ton. But anyways, I'm going to actually play some music through the foundation just because my videos have been getting longer and longer simply because my date cover deco has been way more intricate and a lot. So I'll probably get back on here once I'm halfway through the base, and then kind of explain what I did with the date covers. I'm obsessed with what I did with the date covers this week, so I hope you love them too. But yeah, anyways, I hope that you enjoy.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Been wondering just what you mean to me. Oh, Christmas tree. Honestly, it's never been much about you. Don't get me wrong, I think you're great. Root of tradition we celebrate. But oh, Christmas tree, more than anything, it's all the people around you. My sister's here, my cousins too. My brothers flew in this afternoon. We're catching up. Oh, what a year. Oh, Christmas tree, I nearly missed you there. Don't get me wrong, you're a sight to see, with all faded photos of family. But oh, Christmas tree, no, you don't mean a thing without the joy that surrounds you. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Been wondering just what you mean to me. Oh, Christmas tree. Honestly, it's never been much about you. It's all of the people around you.
Okay, so for my date covers, I just used a ton of ornaments and deco, mostly from Sadie Stickers and Honey Inked. I think those were the shops that I predominantly used seasonal things from. I also used a ton of the confetti snowflakes that are super dainty from Honey Inked, and I cut them up throughout. They kind of look like fairy dust snowflakes, and I really liked that for the look I was going for. I really had no idea what I was going to do for my Christmas week spread, but all I know is I wanted to go crazy. I wanted it to look like a foiled Christmas explosion, and I hope I accomplished that. I was really nervous at first because it looked way too busy for me. Just because, I mean, I feel like I like to fill my spreads up anyway, but I'm not used to it being this jam-packed. Like I said, I feel like Christmas exploded on my planner, which was ideal and what I was going for. But a lot of inspiration from Tay of Shantae Plans. She did a beautiful spread in her 2020 December dashboard. And I really was so inspired by her to do the ornaments that I did in my monthly section. I kind of made little ornaments out of the circles. One of the circles came with the kit, and the other one is my collab that I have with panda bird design from the Gathered Layers collection, and I really wanted to make my own ornaments. So with the bigger circle, I did layer two trims next to each other, so it looked thicker versus like a thinner ornament strip, whatever you want to call it. But I wanted the whole motif that I was kind of going for the spread was just a ton of hanging ornaments everywhere. So I hope that you enjoy. I apologize if I'm super like, brain scrambled, scrambled brain, whatever the phrase is. I don't even know. But my boss, oh gosh, my job is so so busy. Scatterbrained. That is what I was trying to say. I can't think straight. It's fine. I'm keeping this in the voiceover, but I'm super scatterbrained. I have so much I'm like going on with my job, and I've been doing overtime for the past like 2 weeks, and I'm going to be doing overtime for the next 2 months. So it's been really busy over here, and I'm still trying to find time to get this video up and do my plan with me's. So by the way, guys, I am caught up on plan with me's. Well, pretty much almost caught up. So I only have one more fall spread to do, and that's the week that I went to the cabin. So other than that, I'm so caught up. Other than this current week that we're living right now, which is going into New Year's, I of course have to wait for the week to be over to do my memory spread, but I feel so good. I'm very, very relieved. And I have just been trucking along, just like trying to pump out videos, and I feel so proud of myself. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a lovely, lovely, fun, safe Christmas or holidays with your family and friends, whatever you celebrate. I hope that you had a nice time, and even if you just like had a laid back time at home and just got a chance to relax, I hope that was lovely as well for you. So, been super busy, as you guys know. I say busy like 20 million times. And if you have any questions where anything is from, just comment below and ask. But otherwise, I'm going to just talk about. I actually asked my Instagram a question, and I think it's pretty funny and interesting. Sorry, guys. I literally my work computer is going off. Okay, so I asked my Instagram a question just for fun. The question was, what made up word would you incorporate into the English language if you could? And I had people like drop, answers, and I felt like this was kind of a fun and interesting idea. I might do this more often just because I'm slowly but surely running out of questions and things to talk about during my voiceovers. And if you don't do YouTube, this is tough. Like thinking of stuff to talk about is honestly half the challenge in my opinion. Just because it gets really redundant sometimes talking about the spread over and over again. Again, what am I saying? Over and over again. And yeah, so if you do YouTube, you get it. All right, so um, Dahlia Plans, she said a word that she would incorporate into the English language is thingamajig. And that's so funny because Prissy Planning said the same thing like immediately after that. So thingamajig totally could be a word. I use that too. Inspired by Aria, I think she's out of Australia. I might be wrong, but she said egg knuckabuggle. Girl, I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's funny. Just kidding. Jan of Whole Munis Plans, she said dilly bopper. The definition is an item that you don't know the proper name for. Okay, dilly bopper. Rebecca does things. She says, who's who's a what's it? Girl, I had to say that really slow. Who's a what's it? Okay. For when I can't think of the name. She also said any hoodles because it's more fun than anyways at the start of a sentence. Yeah, that's a whole mouthful. That's a lot though. Who's a what's it really was tripping me up. By the way, if you're watching this video and if you can think of a word that you would incorporate into the English language, comment that below as well, just because I would love to read your answers. Let's see. Tay of Shantae Plans, she asked, floralized. It means adding floral to non-floral icons. I love it. Thanks for the definition. The crafty one said probably instead of probably. It's just the South in me shortening everything. She even put she didn't even write shortening. She just put shorten, shorten everything. Yes, probably. I get it. I always shorten going to gonna. I don't know why. Even when I text or type, I always type out gonna. By the way, I totally make use of my keyboard shortcuts on my phone, because especially for curse words. Oops, just kidding. But especially for curse words, because the F word always wants to put the duck. Like there's just for whatever reason, it just wants to do that. So I have created shortcuts, mostly of curse words, in my keyboard on my iPhone. So if you, I feel like that says a lot about me as a person. But I do have shortcuts for like even like even for FaceTime I have FT. Like I just don't want to spell it out. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're there for, right? It's efficient. But then when I'm typing on someone else's phone, like to send a message or something, or I've done that before where my friend was like, um, type something and or like send the message out to this person, or I was like helping her come up with a response, and I'm trying, I'm so used to using my keyboard and my shortcuts, and I was like, why is this not working? And I was like, oh, that's why. Okay, so off topic. I plan to plan, she said, agreeance. It is now obsolete. Oh, is it really? Interesting. Huh. Those were all the responses I got. So listen, I wish I got more responses, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go into my handy dandy notebook. Just kidding. Go into my handy dandy album in my phone for questions. Okay, here is a question from Elise. She asked me, I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way. She asked me, love these questions too and this community. I know I do too. I love this community so much. Here's another question to add to your voiceover pile. Thank you. How long have you and how long have you had Jace, and what is a recent highlight memory with him? Keep up the awesome work and happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to you too. Um, Gosh, I feel, why am I like stammering? Like I feel like I'm tripping over my words. I feel like I have cotton mouth even though like I drink a gallon of water every day. I don't get it. Okay, so I've had Jace for over 5 years now. August is, when we say his birthday is, but we got him like 11 weeks after he was born, roughly, because he was a rescue. So 5 years, and some of the, the best 5 years. He is literally an amazing, amazing dog. He's beautiful inside and out. Just such a good pupper. I'm obsessed with him. If you guys follow me on Instagram, or even here on YouTube, you guys know how obsessed I am with my dog. um, okay, so she also asked, what is a recent highlight memory with him? A recent highlight memory. Hmm. Oh my gosh, let me just think of one. Oh, I can just from today. Well, I have so many, but there's so many. I'm trying to filter through all of them in my brain. But just from today, he was just sitting down and he was sitting next to Greg while Greg was working from home, and I just remembered like hugging him and hugging Jace, and Jace just started licking my face and like just like licking me and kissing me, and he doesn't do that often. Like I told you guys, I have to like force my dog to cuddle me, but he kept like grabbing at me to like hold him, and just I love when he's very lovey because he's not always like that, like he's like a mom, I'm independent, I don't need you kind of dog. Like that's him, it's fine. It's a little bit rude, but it's fine. But yeah, that's a really good highlight. And probably another one is when he beheaded the Santa Claus. All right, let me backtrack. So Tay asked the question that I posted on Instagram. She asked if I could like dress up Jace as like a holiday theme. Would it be reindeers or Santa? And I was like, probably reindeers. And this is how I know I'm a good mama, because Jace got like 3 Christmas stuffed animals or toys. One is a Santa, one is a snowman, the other one's a reindeer. He had the reindeer first and did not tear it up. Like he was loving on the reindeer. He plays with it, he poked a hole in it, right? Got some like stuffing out of it, but nothing crazy. He punctured the squeaker, so that's kind of like his end goal. However, the Santa, he beheaded Santa, like straight up beheaded Santa. And it's kind of funny. I have the beheaded Santa on my counter, like where all the decorations are, because it's hilarious to me. And I showed Tay, and I was like, I think the safe answer is I was right. He would not have liked to be dressed up as Santa. Probably reindeer was a safe choice. But yeah, I think it's funny. He also like he ripped off the snowman's leg. Like it was just a whole thing. I was like, Jace, this is crazy. You're crazy. But I posted a video on Instagram sharing his crime scene of when he pulls out all the stuffing from the poor snowman. Oh my god. He he takes out all the stuffing like it's a part of his job, and he finds a squeaker and punctures it. I think it's so funny. And the reindeer is still intact. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a four-legged creature and he is a four-legged creature and he doesn't want to do that, you know? Um, but anyways, okay, so I got some other questions here. Let's see. Be sassy stickers. She said, "Doggy mom here, hands up emoji. When you walk Jace, does he chase cats, birds, or anything that runs, or is he self-involved with his walk?" Okay, that's and then she said, "I've had both types of dogs, so just wondering what Jace does. Loving all the uploads. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas as well." So I sometimes have to keep Jace on a short leash, like, I'll hold, him closer to me, so if I wanna go on a proper walk, like, actually get good steps in and get a good kind of, like, good exercise, I will, keep him close, and it's kinda scary because what he is very skittish, like, Jace is such a baby. I love him, but he is such a baby. He's super skittish, and the sound of anything, he'll, like, just, like, jump, and it scares the living life out of me. Like, my soul leaves my body, like, it really does, and I get so, so scared, especially at nighttime. I'm like, "You can't be doing that to me, because I don't know if someone's chasing after us, Jace, you can't do that." But any sound, he'll just, like, jump, and, like, he'll, like, jump on the other side of me. I'm like, "Okay, well, you're not very helpful," because like, you're not saving your mommy here, you know? Um, but he doesn't chase after them. Jace is also trained off leash. He has a training collar and everything. I actually trained him off leash when he was 1. I trained him with just like training treats when he was 1 years old. So yeah. But otherwise, he doesn't chase after them because he's on a leash. But I have in the past, like when he's off leash and we're like, in a field or something, I will let him chase after birds or geese or whatever, and he has a blast. He doesn't go and attack them or anything. He just likes to like run and see them like fly off, and he's so cute. He's literally the happiest when he is in that kind of element. It's so adorable. So thank you for your question. Kelly Yang, she asked, "What made you decide to start memory planning, and who motivated you to start memory planning? And what kind of advice can you give to newbies who want to start memory planning?" So in 2016, I got my very first Erin Condren planner because someone that I worked with gave me a coupon code, and she was a wedding planner on the side, so she really wanted something that was very functional. So I guess she got like the super functional Erin Condren design or style or layout back then. I don't really know, but I remembered like, what am I supposed to do with these like very empty columns? Like I had no idea. And then I YouTubed it because I YouTube everything. I YouTube how to use stuff all the time, or when I'm trying to review a product or see if I want to buy something, I always go on YouTube as a part of my like research. And I just went down the rabbit hole. I started seeing a ton of people doing this, and I was like, well, why are people putting stickers in a planner? Like, what is this concept? But I'm intrigued. Like, I'm actually kind of about this. And then I saw the price of stickers, and I was like, okay, this was cute, but that's it. No one specifically got me like into it. I just started watching some YouTube videos, and some of the very first YouTube videos I saw were Sherry of Planning Peep and Lauren of Plan Motion Plan, and then also Kiara of In Kiara's Closet. So those were some of the very, very first YouTubers, but I specifically remember Sherry of Planning Peep being like the main person I watched all the time. And yeah, and I think that's kind of why a lot of my style is very, very reminiscent of Lauren's style too, because I watched Lauren for so, so long now. And yeah, but anyways, fangirling. Sorry if the voiceover is a little bit, muffled. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not doing anything different. I have no idea. So the second half to that question is, what kind of advice do you have for newbies who want to start memory planning? I highly, highly recommend going to Michael's and getting things that are more affordable, or whatever craft store that you have. I picked up a lot of stuff from the Recollections brand, the Happy Planner brand. It was so much more affordable. Um, Honestly, like, try to purchase people's D-stashes and get on these Facebook groups that have a ton of D-stashes, like, enter giveaways, all of that good stuff. Just try your best to work with what you have. Do not feel like you need to get everything, because it's so overwhelming. And I'm telling you from someone who has a lot too. Like, I'm already super overwhelmed myself, and I have moments of that overwhelming feeling when there are tons of sales going on. Like Black Friday is no exception. So just work with what you have. Like, don't dive like head first, right? Like, just dip your toes a little bit, see if you enjoy it first of all. Like treat this like any other hobby. Like make sure you are going to stick with it, enjoy it cuz it can get expensive and I'm just telling you this from like a personal standpoint. This hobby can get expensive and the last thing I want you to do is if you're new to this, it's so easy to just like want to dive in, but then say you don't end up sticking with this hobby and then you wasted a lot of money, right? Like I've seen that happen a lot. Um, if I were to just walk away from this, I would have had a lot of money go into this hobby too. Like it's certainly something to consider. And of course now with a lot of the PR and just being transparent here, doing PR and getting credit and all that stuff because there's a lot of work that goes into doing PR. I get that advantage of getting things discounted or for free and I know not everybody has that luxury. So, I mean, I was there once too, like it's certainly um, challenging and can be hard. But I know that fear of missing out, FOMO, is real as well. So that's why I try to do like destashes and I try to do giveaways because I know it can help out. But certainly check out Michael's and try to use like other planner brands that are so much more affordable. You can get like sticker books for so much cheaper at Michael's and just play around with it. See if it's something you enjoy and like. And if you're sticking through it for several months or weeks and months, and you're like, okay, I can, justify buying like sticker kits now because I feel like I'm going to enjoy this and do this more often and then go from there. And then also try to maximize a kit for like 2 weeks versus just 1 week because there's usually a lot of leftovers. So hopefully that advice helps out. Just take it easy, just like any other hobby. If you can afford it and swing it, go for it, right? Like this is such a fun hobby. All the things are beautiful. I love the sparkle. I love the foil. I love the shine. I love all of it. And but realistically, like there are only so many weeks in a year. Plan out your weeks, and yeah, just do a ton of planning and organizing and just do what makes you happy at the end of the day. But also be true to yourself and be true to your budget. I don't. I always tell people like your family and your finances and your life always come first. So fear of missing out is a real thing, but at the same time, don't let it peer pressure you into anything as well. So I know what that's like. I lived it. It was definitely challenging, but at the end of the day, do what you can and stay true to yourself. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I was very nervous about the spread because it was so busy and had a lot going on. But I really wanted to take advantage of using all of my holiday and seasonal things because I don't get to use them very often throughout the year. So, really wanted to go crazy. And I hope that you enjoyed my little Christmas explosion. But otherwise, I hope that you had a lovely holiday and that you're doing well. Thanks again so much for watching and take care. Talk to you next time. Bye.